Hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, today is an absolute mess. It is so warm here today. It is actually awful. But we will do our best to survive and keep stream running. Yeah. Or at least that's the plan. We'll see how well that works in practice. But for now it's kind of good. I spent like the last 3 hours, I think, trying to cool this place down. It worked pretty well. I still think that there is more to be did. Because I keep being uncomfortably warm. Anywho. I like when they use the red. Looks great. I accidentally finished another step to the Loprits. Yesterday. I was working through my nonsense, just trying to do a little bit of progression. Hello. Oh yeah, the server is down for an unknown period of time. The fuck is this? Oh. They're gonna, actions. What's up, nerd? Trying to figure out all my stuff before we get going on society things. And just generally trying to survive the heat. Yeah. Chicken. Okay, you. Hold whatever this is. How about you? How are you feeling today? No, I don't want to do anything else. Okay, so the best payout would be go here or a tank. Wait, did I lie? No, we don't get any progress to that. So it doesn't matter. Savage Light. Blame Roven. The fuck is this? I think I have to look it up later. Whee! Eggs. They're all away from here. Cool. Oh, it's boxes being gobbed and the plants. So R-rated Turkish but haunted. I have so many more questions. I feel like may not be, might be the proper option there. Oh no, my shadow scaling is fucked again. Oh, nice. I am really glad I'm not going with you. Dude, I've gotten to the point now where, so I've like briefly talked about it. Oh, it was crate, never mind. I've talked a bit about that I'm trying to work on my health and just get in general shape. Cause like I desperately need that. And I'm like at this weird point where I'm like, I'm not seeing any difference, right? However, my shirts are getting progressively longer. So like, clearly something is happening. Yeah, I noticed it today. I was out So usually these shirts, they shrink quite a bit and wash. So usually I have to do like a stretch to them. One, I didn't need to do that today. And two, when I was outside, like, grabbing a smoke before stream, I was fiddling for, like, something, I was fiddling for my pocket. Because, like, Anxious being really likes holding his pocket, apparently. Like, the edge of it. And I noticed that, like, my shirt is now suddenly the same length as my arms. Oh yeah, something about God and coming. Your God is come. I'm such a fucking child sometimes. Approach with a smile. Also wear pants. That is not the one you can tell to wear pants. The other one, there's one you find here, I believe. He's like, I don't believe in societal norms. And you're like, wear pants, it's fine. So yeah, all my shirts have suddenly gotten longer, and it's nice because I have such a I know that I have a very wrong view of what I look like in both directions, mind you. It's been a problem since forever. Dear Christ. Stop yapping. So, like, if nothing else, I'm at least seeing a difference in my clothes, even though I don't actually see the difference in the mirror, and I'm kind of happy about that. There's a low bar for success here. Elysian kelp and Elysian seaweed and do something somewhere else. Okay. True. This piano rendition of Close in the Distance is beautiful. Oh, apparently, if you want the emotes that I forgot that I was already mounted. Um. Put the person in the bag. A thing that is kind of fascinating about the song that plays out here, and is like mega nerdy lore. It has been confirmed by like several staff people that it is like the final message from Ardbert to the player. What did you send me this time? You logged in to send me a thing and then left. What kind of nonsense did you send me this time? Does Mayor have a post Moogle? No. Okay, we'll find out in a bit then. I can see the thing, you know? Enjoy. Good luck on your family things. I should really be doing the gathering and crafting quests for for Dawn Trail. But I've been so incredibly motivated to put levels into battle jobs lately, and I don't know why. It's like most of my So most of my beast tribes have been going into like Paladin and Dancer. It started with Paladin, so I wouldn't be wasting XP on like doing the Heavens Ward ones. But now we're like almost caught up. Also been really interested in trying to get everything else leveled. Now that I've figured out that you can do more and better dungeons and stuff. No. Oh, I don't need to make another. And we're done. So for the emotes that I want, the Lothop, you have to do all 3 beast tribes apparently. Allied societies. They're not called beast tribes anymore. I also think that I want to... Oh. I think I want to do my crafters up and then go through and do all the go through and do all the leveling things. I don't actually know if we have an FC chest out here. I've never had to think about that. Actually, this is not where I want to put that. Yeah, that's fine. I should probably put something in that. What has happened to price? It is 84. I mean, as long as they keep dropping with just a couple of gil every time, I'm good. I don't mind that. Where's my vendor? Battlecraft. Right. Fill their display log with nonsense. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm like super tired today. Well, I woke up like fucking 5:30, so you know that might be playing into that a little bit. Mount guide. We have a new mount. We have this. Yep. Fucking brilliant. I love this so much. It's so silly. Oh, where are we going? This way, I think. Way the fuck over there. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea if it's gonna be a long or short stream thing. I'm going based entirely on vibes. No, I didn't mean to. I really and truly love the idea of this. Okay, so it looks like it makes sense to do these two, then like come back down. Yeah. I was having to think about some lore stuff. Earlier today. And it made me like think of something, and I want to check some cutscene nonsense. Because of it. There was something that Halmarat said. If you're not done with Dawn Trail, I'm sorry, good luck, I guess. I really want to yap about potential lore things going into Evercold, so... You'll either have to close stream or, I don't know, not listen for a bit, or just accept the spoiler. But Halmard says something at the... So she pulls the Xenos' scythe out of her ass and is like... You two aren't the same. In this, like, kind of ominous way. Where she's, like, very insistent on the fact that while our objectives are completely different. We're basically the same because we're like tearing the entire world apart for our own ends. Which I'm kind of inclined to agree. We'll go and see if the thing is in the never-ending journal. Is that what it's called? Is that a thing you have on you? I feel like it should have been here. No, it's in that special... Okay, wait. I know where it is. I'm also thinking of the Unending Codex. Which might have more of what I'm actually looking for. It's in... Fuck, I forgot where it is. Here we go. Millennium Yokai Medallion, Ether Compass, Field Records, Cult Record, Purple Archive is really fun. This. No. Actually, no. Greetings. Sorry, you're in for a spoiler-heavy discussion today. It wasn't in there, so we'll have to find an in. See if I have access to the cutscene. Wait, I don't have to do that. I can just travel here for free. The what's in your? Is there anything important in the DM? No, no. Ether, I want to go here. Return to room, please. Yes. Here long enough to eat some sandwiches, assuming... Okay. Good luck. Where's the unending journey? Here. 7th Umbral era... No. Here. Post 2. What do you mean? Blah blah. Beacon from beyond. Oh, it doesn't tell me what the different cutscenes are. Fuck. Sure, that's not it. Is a fear beset by fiends after making short work for labyrinth, blah blah. The unmaking annual. That's close. I think it's here. Probably. Is this the thing?
No luck, I'm afraid.
Wait, what's that say? Adjust speed. No. Blah blah. Come on.
Wait.
Go.
I'm looking for a specific thing. But I don't know if it's here or not. I don't remember which cutscene it is. This is also like fucking major spoilers, so like you have been warned. Golden path, you can't see the golden path. It is, we have more rock candy now.
Gold bears his suspicion that
Yeah. No, I need
certainly.
I need the new person.
Yet what?
Come on, shut up. There we go. Final warning, because I can't be bothered.
And who might you be? Not a void scent, I'd wager.
This is like deep pre and Evergold lore, so like good luck. I will be talking to myself. Like I think I'm the only one here. Like in the story.
Greetings.
Yes.
I am.
Yes, I know. I just want the dialogue. There is a...
I wish only to talk. Thank you for affording me a chance. Bereft of the unsundered, that you should...
Do I get this in my...
I assume...
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know if I skip here, if it loads all the dialogue. We have seen this already, So it's like...
Be at ease. You...
I just mega don't care. Well, I do care, but I do also kind of want this bit.
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the ancients.
Yeah. We also kind of have to fix it.
As the
This is
will
so
of the
fucking
star,
cool.
Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia. And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more.
Which is kind of fascinating, because like this suggests that the sundering was only possible because of Hydaelyn, which we kind of know is a thing, but it is also what's keeping the reflections separate.
Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards.
Also, if we're up against
Unlike the one
nature
Louisoux
itself,
attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment.
this is also a thing. Like, the Asians were like trying to save the people while also bringing their own population back and like everything they knew and loved. And this suggests that the solstice that they've named it so aptly is just gonna nuke fucking everything.
All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth.
Which... would the idea be that this is unavoidable? Is this Yoshida's warning that we are being reset? Because he's talked about this in the past. For Final Fantasy XIV to continue to exist, sooner or later it will have to go through another AR kind of reset event. Because, like, the entire thing is becoming too big. It is becoming too big and is becoming too unwieldy, like, from a code point of view. So I was thinking about this. And like all life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning, a complete rebirth. Is this like the end? Is this the end of this version? I'm wondering. I feel like it's kinda unlikely.
Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
This is also like fucking setting everything back to the way it was before human life. Like, and not like human life as we know it on the shard or on the source. It is before human life, before the Asians. It's like fucking all the way back to the beginning.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
That is also an interesting point, because like Halmrod is a sundered reflection, from what I understand. He's not like complete.
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial.
So, is this like... You know how Fandaniel goes crazy because he is a mom, which is Hermes? But Fandaniel goes crazy because he doesn't remember any of the things, because like that isn't part of the core memory being like moved forward. From like seat to seat. He is just being perpetually beamed with like this undefined despair. From like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of source points. Like, Fandaniel going crazy is like one of the things that makes the most sense in this entire game. I'm wondering if this vision of like everything is going to be reset to 0 is the same thing. It's like following the core memory of the seat. Because I don't think Halmrod is complete.
A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
This is also like setting up the like godless era saga, which, you know, makes sense. It also like kind of makes Dawntrail in its current state kind of useless. We get the key from there, so like it's still very much useful. But it does feel like a very sidestep, as they told us it was. Also, these are illusion magics, which makes me wonder.
The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course.
That is what we're currently going to. Icy winds, freeze, and starve.
So many seeds of life have already been lost. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come.
Because if you stop that, everything is pointless.
But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased.
I am looking for a specific thing in here.
I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. Twould be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
Yes.
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Yeah.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections.
This suggests that every reflection has life. But isn't like half the reflections? Well, it's not fully half because we like averted one. And then one stopped itself. And then one is still technically undergoing a rejoining. But this suggests that there's life on every shard, which I don't know if I buy that.
Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations.
Yeah, Calyx is the iPad kid.
The Winteress, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true, what you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. no one. Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
This is also like a thing that is kind of confusing because we have this overhanging big bad of like nature, but there is also this like you do whatever you want. If it works, it works.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Yeah, here we're so not impressed.
Wait!
Okay, I have all the text. I think that what I'm gonna do is take fuck, where is it locales? I thought it was locales, but I might be wrong on that apparently. A lot of music just kind of leads together. Oh, there it is. I'll let I'll let this play. Oh wait, that doesn't let me do anything. And I'll be back in a little bit. See y'all soon. Hello. It'll be mainly yaptastic stuff. Oh, that was the thing that didn't work. I tried to do it again. Mainly yaptastic stuff today, I think. Which probably means we should be doing something. But I have the... Oh, sorry. But I have the dialogue box now. So I can look at everything that I was thinking of. So, Calyx we met. Calyx belongs to the 9th? Isn't that where it is? Treno, isn't that on... Isn't the 9th reflection? Where they're coming from? I don't actually recall. So, sorry about that. I should grab the books. I also fully intend to find some cozy place to sit and... Oh, isn't there like a pretty nice place down here? Maybe. Sit down on one of these. Or up here where I usually sit. There's also the top of this. I like being up there. Oh well. I actually don't recall if it's possible to be up there. We can sit here. We're floating a bit, but it's fine. No, it's not fine. That is actually driving me insane. There, good enough. So in this cutscene, I'm looking at chat, which is behind the camera here. Halmert says, the star is tolerant to life, it holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Suggesting that it holds no ill will against what oh dude, that is not what I meant. Let's see. Where did the text go? This entire cutscene that we just watched before I took a break, it suggests that there is 3 possible ways to do the thing. So like, Hammer goes, but it will not, blah blah. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that tomorrow will come, but it will not, for nothing lies beyond the solstice. When all creation is reunited, when that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. Then Calyx yaps about the winters. It was for this very purpose that Halmarath recruited Yuri. If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds. So we have 3 options. It's these 2. Preemptively rejoin will cause a lot of death. But will save some. The solstice will save none. And then Calyx responds correct. It was for this very purpose Halmarath recruited a suitable collaborators from the reflections, individuals like me who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winters were called, and if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us. Trial goes on a tangent about Calyx's actions being unforgivable. Halmarath has some interesting stuff. Again, do not ask you to be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, it's only natural that you're averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come. And no one will be left alive. No one. Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you're welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. And then she brings Xenos' scythe and is like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you. So she is like pulling a parallel between what we're trying to do or what we could potentially do and what Xenos did with the final days. I've seen some people be like, talk about, should it serve you to satisfy your ambition, you're welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. So we have 3 options. Let Halmarath do her shenanigans with the Winters, let the solstice just happen and then nuke everything, or we deal with it ourselves and try to find a way to balance the reflections and save everyone. Which is kinda interesting. Because we have this, I don't know in which inventory it goes. I don't know if we can even see it in an inventory. Collections. Oh, nope. That's not, it's been blah blah. Do we have a thing about the key? No, this is concepts. Regulator, Tyrol, Vidral, every keep, storm surge, blah blah. Spirit vessel, no. No. The reflections. This is probably somewhat useful to read. I was hoping there would be a thing here about the key, but I don't think there is, which is kind of unfortunate. Asm's crystal, has it been added to this maybe? No. It has not. The reflections. We'll read this in a bit. Where would we have information? Well, we can't look at the key, so this isn't helpful. This is probably helpful, so we'll come back to this. But yeah, if you have so either save some, but we don't know who or how. Try to save everyone, which is probably what we're going to do. Or let the solstice happen, which will like just wipe out everything. That's what we have to deal with right now. A thing that is, I don't know if this is a thing that is here, but it might be. We'll go check. A thing that is kind of interesting right now is that because we're the sundered Asm, we have the ability to use the key. The problem is we don't know how to control the key. Wait, can we not go back here? Because Argos only lets us go to the other side of the chasm, which is not where we... Alice Vulneris. That is where I'm trying to go to, I think. Are we not allowed to go back anymore? Looks like no. Well, that's unfortunate. That would have been really helpful right now. That would have been really helpful right now. Because I don't think if we go through on Sodal's legacy that we can be popped onto the moon. So that's kind of a problem, actually. I was hoping we could go back. If not necessarily activate the thing, but at least like go back so maybe we could see the thing on their moon. We can try. Admittedly, I'm aware that this does not take me to where I want to go, and I don't even know if I'm allowed into the thing. But we will check. And then we'll read this, and no, I can't go back down there. Unless this has an option to let me do that. I thought there was a thing to let us go back. Apparently no. Or maybe it is and it's somewhere else and I'm just being stupid. Anyway, I can't remember, so we'll read this. Though few are aware of their true nature, these worlds exist in parallel to the one in which we live, the source. In order to weaken and imprison Zodiac, Hydaelyn mustered her strength and sundered the very fabric of reality, causing the world to be split into 14 shards akin to identical diluted images. Being reflections, the geographical features of these worlds are naturally similar, akin to observing the original through a looking glass. But over the course of millennia, the peoples of each have lived disparate lives and histories, and some variance has manifested in the environment itself as well. Since the reflections were birthed, fourth, 7 have been lost. Okay, so we're missing half. Sacrificed in the Asian's quest to restore the ancient world. Curiously, while the reflections are displaced from each other, the boundaries between them are not uniform. Certain worlds, such as the 1st and the 13th, are more readily accessible from the source, while others are not. One theory posits that the worlds exist within pockets of reality that are arranged in a pattern not unlike the numbers on a clock face, and that it is easier to travel to an adjacent reflection. Yes, we've seen this in the... We see this every time we see someone explain how the thing works. It'll be like a circle, kind of reflections, which is an interesting way to do it. But if they're pocket dimensions, which a Helmer does a thing in not the final cutscene, well, kinda in the final cutscene as well. He summons Calyx out of a rift. But back before we left the 13th? 13th is where 0 is, right? Or is that the 7th or 9th or something? I don't know. I need a map. But like way back, if we go back to Tolial and we go watch some cutscenes again. Ooh. In living memory. Is it not? Is it the second one? I kind of wish we could get these on a player with like a scrubbing feature, because this is really heckin' slow. Okay, if I skip this cutscene. No, it just shows me the last thing. All home in the event you leave the area, you may return. Blah blah. Lomo alongside Doom Train, speaking with Kryl. Because we note this. We note this Halmrat. Doom Train. Nope, that's not it.
Ere I begin, we are descendant.
Yeah, it's your
Even as we
aunt or whatever.
alas.
Yeah. Alas.
My the
I think it's here. But we don't know until we leave. But there isn't like a quick way to skip.
should it by
But there is an interesting thing that happens here. There is an interesting piece of lore
Shield.
that happens here. Halmrat is like back here somewhere.
they devote as we
Come on.
we must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you?
I believe as we're walking away from...
A word of caution, keeper
Yeah.
of the key.
This might be useful.
As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds,
Mm-hmm.
passing through countless hands. Oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
All of these cutscenes make a lot more sense. Oh yeah, see? Oh, so it's at the end of this cutscene. Oh man, I was hoping that it would just like go directly into that bit. But no, it's either... I think it's at the end of this. We need a better system for cutscenes. But anyway, Helmut basically explains that in some places it's easier to manifest gates between worlds than other places, and like kinda explains how the key works without actually explaining how the key works. It is an interesting way to solve a very difficult problem. Oh god. Why are they synced? It doesn't really super mega matter, because there will be plenty of time to figure it all out in the next few months. I will try to do some like better prep for this. I have all the screenshots and everything, or at least a good amount of them. So I'll try to do some prep and find the cutscenes on like YouTube or something, so we can do a like proper VOD. Review of this. But there was something I was listening to. I don't remember what they said exactly, because I I just remembered that I didn't agree. Oh yeah, it was. I don't remember who it was. Because I've been watching a lot of Final Fantasy content lately. It could have been in like a grinding gear roundtable or something. Where someone suggested that it is that the goal is just unite the shards, and that it doesn't technically mean rejoining them. That it could be a power of friendship type situation, where what we're actually trying to do is like unite the peoples of the shards, which is like, it's possible. I might even go as far as to say that it's probable. However, I don't necessarily agree. I think, okay, clarifying thought here. I think the outcome will probably be that. But I think it's more likely that what we will be trying to do is like stabilize each reflection in a way where this can't like come to pass ever again. Which I don't know how likely that is. I would really love if I knew someone who was also done with story that I could yap to about this, because this is we're getting to a point now where it's really interesting what's happening next and what people are saying next. Because it will end up being like story defining in some way. I just can't fully explain how or why. And that is one of the things that I'm like kind of struggling with right now. Because I can see the path. I can see the path, I just can't define it. So I'm wondering if either the path isn't as clear as I think it is, or if I've like completely overestimated the intricacies of this story, and it's just gonna end up being the power of friendship. Which, you know, is always possible because it's Final Fantasy. It's either crystals or friendship, or both. Usually both. I just don't... The thing I'm not seeing right now is I'm not seeing the clear solution, which makes me think that I'm kind of overthinking it. I feel like we have all the information we need to determine at least some of this. But I'm also feeling kind of like I'm falling short somewhere. Cause I can see all the dots. And I can see the circle of actions, or like the intertwining web of actions that will follow any possible decision. I see the thing. I'm just... It's just kind of... It's just kind of just outside of my reach. And it's genuinely driving me insane. Because I feel like we have enough information to solve this. In some way. I'm also very curious if... Oh, we don't have to do this, we can just... Go out through here. I want to understand why Helmerith was comparing us to seeing us in the way she was. Because, like, clearly we're kind of similar. That is obvious. Also, that is a heckin' big star. See that thing? It is massive. Why is it flickering though? To the moon. I can't help but feel that I'm missing something crucial. Oh, that's a rather long walk. I kind of wish we had a shard map, you know? Like, why is the CS... That is the thing I would really want to have And I don't know. I keep feeling that I'm missing something. Chat. If anyone's in here who wants to yap about it. Halmrot. Do we have a thought about what's going on there? Oh, yippee. Yeah, like actually back to where we started. Why the fuck did he stop? Oh, it's because I'm done. Never mind. Do complete. Sorry, I just don't care. I'm very invested in the things that I am invested in. But these quests I'm like solely doing for XP. I don't care at all. Do one more. Sure. Skip. It makes me wonder if we will have to make a choice at some point. I don't think so. I also wonder if it's setting us up for it. I have a couple of theories. Oh, you're kind of tough. Shit. Big oopsie, and that was far too close. Now, obviously, I am supposed to have some kind of gear by now, and I don't. I don't know, dude. It's a very interesting situation that the game is currently putting us in, where it's like 3 possible outcomes and there is no god to save us, obviously. Which is also a thing. That is something I've thought about. If we're in the godless... What is it? Godless... realms? Is that what they're calling the saga? Why did we do the thing out here? In the fuck is this? Oh, that's from Cosmic. That is so cool. The envelopes. So in this entire raid series, which is really good, by the way, I enjoyed this heaps. We kind of set everything free by like murdering everyone, which was the point. It is it's not a thing I'm against. I like weird Greek-esque lore. The thing I personally didn't understand from all of this was that if the 12 are manifestations of the beliefs of the different humans, wouldn't they eventually re-manifest here? Because they explain how the different the different gods in the 12. Also, we are so fucking far away from everything. They explain that they've changed over time as people people's beliefs about them has changed. Which, honestly, fair enough. But if their manifestations can change, wouldn't that also mean that people believing in them would bring them back? I've never thought about if you can see the crystal tower or not from here. Because it's so huge. I feel like given that everything happens within days, you should be able to, but I don't know. There's so many things we still don't know that I feel would be kind of crucial information to have. Oh, it's an airship. I was wondering what the fuck I was looking at for a second, but it's just a giant airship. It's so big. I feel like I understand that it's like, I don't know, 5 months or something. 3 or 5 months or something like that until we get more quests. And I don't think that is necessarily a bad thing. There is something underneath here. See that? There's so many things right now that are open for speculation that I genuinely have no idea where the fuck to even begin. We need something to go by, and I don't know where I'm supposed to look to find that something. I don't have any. The problem I have is that I don't have any quests left. I have done all the quests. I have done all the. I've done all the things that I currently can do to retrieve the most amount of current story. Do you actually? I feel like I'm missing something crucial. But I think I have everything that I can get from, like, the information available to me right now. I think I'm just waiting for, like, 5.56. And with that, we will have tons of stuff to do. I think I would want to come back to this a little better prepared at some point and do like a proper just chatting and like take some notes and scrub in cutscenes and see if I can't figure out what is going on. Also trying to figure out what the significance is. Again, I don't really care about I don't particularly care about the new jobs. That will have to be someone else's job to care about those. I'm interested in story things. I like story things. I like the implications of story things. I like the depth of problems offered to us in this game through story things. I feel like it's right in front of me, and I'm just not seeing it. And it is driving me absolutely insane. Also, I realized that I haven't done any dinner prep today, and I need to make dinner. So I think I'm gonna turn in early today. And go make food. I'm also stupid tired because it's hot and miserable out. And I just don't think I have any more entertaining minutes in me. Let's see if I follow someone we can... send you to. I'll send you to Blame. He's doing some stuff with Sorrow. So enjoy that, and I will see y'all. I might do a bonus stream tomorrow. Not promising anything though. If not, Monday will be our next stream. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Good luck, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.